Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Off the play fake. Turns it loose deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He got a step and just dusted the... Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. There he goes. Defense picks it up. Touchdown. No. Carolina State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force...
Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Quarterback may change this route. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Give to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
Flying out to the left. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, NC State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast. And
Bernie on the Jets. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. NC State quick to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch on the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rasmussen. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Clemson. And we've got a shootout.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. Makes one man miss. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Having
Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But if you have to defend it, defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this guy.
From the gun, running back on the move. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try and play action. Safe little shovel pass. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Harvin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Under fire. Now improvising. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Ambrose. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the boot, looking for his man. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the option. Now the toss. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. NC State. The offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. NC State going up-tempo.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting. Game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Clemson jumps to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident.